Sparse applause.
I'm Gabriel Carter. Welcome to Dog's Breakfast. Our guest today is Mr. Blu Mankuma. Blu is a screen and stage and VO actor of over 35 years. You would know him in a tip of the iceberg kind of manner from The X-Files, Wise Guy, MacGyver, Stargate, SG-1, Fringe, Supernatural, VO work, and My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Space Strikers, Trolls, Super Duper Sumos, and much, much more. Like, literally, you just wake up out of bed and book something. How do you do it, Blu?
Would that it were that easy. Would that it was only that easy.
I think it's pretty beautiful and amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so let's trip into the first question here.
Okay.
My first question is, what is something that brings you great joy?
Oh, wow. Well, I'll tell you, better for me to point out an incident or two or three, actually, because there are many things. Life gives me great joy. But I was at a restaurant, one of my faves, the Panacook House, and there was a family sitting over here. I was by myself, actually, but they had this little kid. I don't know, what is he? Maybe months old, because he wasn't really speaking. But he had this shock of hair and stuff, and he looked over and he had this very studious look on his face, and then all of a sudden he just broke out this big grin. and I put one of my lyrics in one of my tunes was that, have you ever had a baby smile at you? It's how can you have a bad day?
Yeah, that's got to be a pretty unadulterated kind of joy.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And when people feel joy, it gives me joy. And there are many things that I take delight in, many things. But like a little kid, just enjoy.
There we go.
Top of the list.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is the greatest show of respect one can give?
I think tolerance, understanding that being different is a beautiful thing, not a curse. It is a wonderful thing. And I think when you can celebrate a person being who they are and let that rule the day. So if they're only this or they're only that, don't put any filters on it. Let it be what it is. I think that's okay. I really try to do that big time. Just accept people for who they are, because we're all different, all over the place. But everybody in there is wonderful.
Skipping over to your career, is there one particular sense that you use of the five more than others to fulfill an acting or a VO role?
Empathy, but I would say the best thing that an actor can do, honest to God, is listen. And you grow so much just by reacting to what you actually hear. As opposed to, okay, my cue is coming, okay, I can say this,
Like an energetic transference between
you want to feel people. You want to feel it, but what you're putting out, you want it to come from an honest place, right? And when you're, just people in general, in life in general, if you're really interested in people and who they are, as opposed to going and telling another person your story, boy, you can have a joyful existence, man. Hey, man, I'm telling you, I'm telling you the truth.
All right. Who's a hero of yours?
Oh, boy, I have a few. Honest to goodness. Right now, we were discussing it. The young man who just lost his life, Big Mike. Is somebody I would put right up there. But I followed people like Malcolm X. When I was coming through college, it was big. The things that he was saying and doing, and Stokely Carmichael. All of that was extremely important to me. And Martin Luther was big time. today, POTUS, Barack Obama, to me, is an incredible president. I don't think anybody has ever faced that kind of opposition where even before you pass your first piece of legislation, they have a meeting and decide they're not going to go along with anything you say, and you see
just
it
as a matter of
all the
course,
time.
yeah.
Holy moly! Let the man make a mistake first and say, okay, we disagree, but damn, man, do you feel me? Wow. Yeah, big time. I quite love his wife. Yeah, I don't mean it like that, but hey.
I think he's probably okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's probably.
Yeah, me and you.
Michelle?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Mankuma is.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, a huge hero for me is Oprah. You know,
Cool.
I think she's one of the best things to ever happen to the planet. And that's on the real, man. That's from my heart. That's real.
Well, let me ask you this. The next question is a sit-down dinner with 3 people from history. Would it be,
whoa.
and they could be living or not.
Yeah, okay. The ghost of... Okay. Frederick Douglass, for sure.
Okay, yeah.
The times that he lived in and what he did were just astronomical to me.
To be sure.
Yeah. And perhaps Hannibal, yeah, that would work for me big time. And right now, Denzel. I like to kick it with the brother.
My man.
See what's up. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a few favorite words?
It's a family show, right?
It's the internet. It's the internet.
I hide it. But that's one of my favorites.
It could be a family show. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Happiness, love would be at the top of the list. Love would be at the top of the list. Favorite words and word wise, I want to say something about hugging because I believe in it. I think it's the way to go. And we just lost Robin Williams. But have you ever seen Hook? I love Hook. And one of the things that he does in Hook, and I took it. I use it in life. I do all the time. And he comes up to Wendy and he says, "You haven't seen her," and he says, "Give us a squidge." That's what I say all the time. Because that works for me, Oh, give us a hug. That's cool. Give us a squidge.
No, it's a good onomatopoetic word for hug.
Yeah. Well, it's playful, cuddly, and wonderful and warm. Yeah, and I like that. So, yeah, that's how I roll. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: in a mighty battle, what would be your steed? Would it be like between a polar bear or a war ostrich?
Better call me an ostrich. That's cool. A war ostrich.
Yeah, you're riding on it, so it can,
okay.
Yeah.
You're not at the dinner table. Okay.
No. So it's either a war ostrich or a polar bear.
Wow.
It's one of the two.
In
a mighty battle.
In a mighty battle. Oh, wow. Yeah, the bears, you got some girth there,
It does.
I'm worried about the ostrich because, it gets heated and the head goes on.
It's an ugly rumor. It doesn't actually happen.
Yeah.
This
but when I'm riding it just now, he's going to make that move, and I'm like, dude.
I know, Murphy's Law. Well,
yeah.
So it kind of sounds like you're coming down on the side of the bear.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Side of the bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he could just keep on charging.
For love or for money?
Love. Always love.
Yeah, and that was kind of a no-brainer. The second you started talking, I'm like, well, that question. Yeah. Did you want to go into more detail about that?
Well, I think that money is the bane of all evil. We there's so much done in the name of it that shouldn't have even been considered to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas love, we all want that, and seek it, and some of us are good at it, and some, but nonetheless, it is who we really are. So, yeah, I would definitely say love.
Amen.
Way. Money doesn't even get on the table. All right, you feel me? Love.
I love that answer.
Yeah, for real.
I love that answer for real.
Thank you.
Any favorite roles? This is kind of a standard question.
Yeah, but it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Well, my favorite film that I've been involved with, I've been in some juicy ones and worked with some wonderful people. people I grew up watching. I remember sitting on the sofa with my dad watching Maverick and stuff, and then one day I was trading lines with James, and I had to tell him, man, dude, whoa, and it was just the most wonderful because he was such a great guy. But I had the great privilege of meeting and working with Martin Sheen and Charlie and Lawrence Fishburne, Fish, and the brothers. We were throwing down on Mike Beach,
Furious Styles.
Yeah. Cadence was the thing. We showed up in Camden's.
And
easily my favorite experience of all time. And the character's name was Spoon Man. But on the overall experience, I had my sons my daughter came up and visited me. I had one daughter that lived up there, and just the whole family camaraderie from everybody that was involved with that experience will remember it for the rest of their lives. It was that's my biggie. I mean, I had a lot of great experience as well as that, but that one really stands out for me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You make me laugh. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Gabriel, this is cool, man. Yeah. Throwing down. Yeah. No, it's
I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Bye, folks.
You. Stay down, you feel me?
Very cool. Very cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Burmis Tree.
The thunder cracked and the mountain fell. We ran for shelter in the black pine. Hush the children, don't you tell. Hide your fear and dry your eyes. We gather by the Burmis Tree. No one spoke the love we lost. A cloud of crows hung over us as we dug up our dead. The lightning flashed and the water swept. We ran for shelter in the black pines. Hush up, children, don't you tell. Of their fathers and the mine. We gather by the Burmis Tree. No one spoke the love we lost. Pack of wolves attract us by the creek as we make for the pass. Our dream knows wolves will take me in the night, saving my daughter was too young to survive. The snow is at our eyes. We're so tired. We walk till we die. Don't worry, my child, we're near the Holy Land. Antioch will arise when you close your eyes. Don't worry, my child, we're near the Holy Land. Antioch will arise when you close your eyes. Don't worry, my child, we're near the Holy Land. Antioch will arise when you close your eyes. Don't worry, my child, we're near the Holy Land. Antioch will arise when you close your eyes.
Dog's Breakfast Person of the Hour is Edna St. Vincent Millay. I'm Gabriel Carter. This is Nhi Do. We'll see you around the bend.